This video tutorial is for Year 6 Theme Communication Unit You Can Help. I'm going to start this unit by introducing a few questions to you and asking you to think about these questions just for a minute. So I'm going to ask you each question and then I'm going to pause, let you talk amongst yourselves about that question or talk to your teacher about that question, and then I'm going to discuss it myself with you. So the first question: if you are stuck when using a piece of computer software, where or who might you go to for help? So hopefully you've had a chat about that and you might have come up with several different answers. Some of them might be, if you wanted help, the person that you might go to might be a teacher, might be a friend, might be your parents. It might be lots of different people that you go to for help. It might be the person in your class who's your friend, or the person in your class you might seem to be the best person at using computers. Some of you might have also said that rather than go to a person for help, you might do other things. For example, you might search the internet. You might use the help features inside the software to help you figure out a problem. What I want you to think about now is the next question, which is this: when getting help whilst using the computer, what kind of help do you like to receive? For example, would you prefer someone to give you a piece of text to read to help you solve the problem? Would you prefer pictures to look at so that you can see the solution to a problem? Do you prefer sound? Do you prefer someone telling you how to solve the problem? Or do you prefer video, someone showing you how to solve the problem? So have a think about that question for a minute, discuss it amongst yourself and discuss it amongst with your teacher as well. So hopefully you've had a chat about that and you've decided what way you like to get help in terms of whether it's text, pictures, sound, video. It might be several of those different types of media that you like to use to get your help. The final question I want you to think about is this one: why do you prefer getting that kind of help? So if you've said, I like to read text to understand how to solve a problem, why do you think that is? Those of you that have said, I like to be told how to solve a problem, why do you think that is? And those of you that have said, for example, I like to watch a video of how to solve the problem, why do you think that might be? So have a chat amongst yourselves and with your teacher as to why you think that's the best method of getting help to solve a problem that you come across when using a computer. Okay, now you've had that discussion about those three questions, I want to show you different ways that we can get help when using the computer. So for this example, I'm just going to bring in this piece of software which you're probably all familiar with. This is a word processing application called Microsoft Word. And what I would like to be able to do is to insert a table into this document. So rather than just write text here, I want a table that I can write in. And I don't know how to do it. So I could ask my teachers, I could ask my friends, I could ask my colleagues, but I don't want to do that because I'm on my own, I've got no one around me to help me, and so I've got to figure out how to do this all by myself. So how can I do that? So first of all, I could actually use the software. So this is Microsoft Word, and in each piece of software you tend to find help features that you can use to find out how to solve a problem. So in this version of Microsoft Word, I can click on this button up here, which looks like a question mark. I can click on that, and what that will do is it will load this window. And this is Microsoft Word's help feature. Now I can go through the topics of how to insert a table. I mean, there's tables here, or I can use this search bar here and type in some keywords or a question that I want to figure out the answer to. So create a table. If I press enter, and you can see I've got several options up here that have appeared with solutions on how to create a table. So do I want to create a table of contents? I don't want to do that. That would be if I was creating a book, I might want a table of contents. I just want to insert a normal basic table. And you can see here, look, it says insert or create a table. So I can click on that, and that'll take me to this document, which you can obviously see has lots of text. So for those of you that like to find solutions to problems by reading text, this would be really handy for you. If I scroll down, you can also see something that's fantastic. When Microsoft Word explains how to solve a problem, they don't just use text, they also use pictures like this. So it's a step-by-step instruction of what I must do to insert a table into Microsoft Word. So you can see it says, click where you want to insert a table. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this to one side. I'm going to shrink this window a little bit, and I'm going to follow these steps. So the first step is click where you want to insert a table. So I want to insert a table there. The next step is on the Insert tab in the Tables group, and you can see that it's showing me where that is. Insert tab here, look. So Insert tab. And it says in the Tables group, so that's here. Click Table, point to Quick Tables, and then click the template that you want. Now I don't want to use any of those, but if I click this table feature, this does do what I want to do. This gives me the solution to my problem. I wanted to create a table that had 4 columns and 2 rows. And there we go. I've solved my problem. So I've used the software's help feature to do that. And how does it help me? Well, I've got text, instructional text, and I've got pictures to illustrate how I solve this problem. So that's a fantastic way to get help when using computer software. However, that's not my favorite way to get help. I actually like to use the internet to get help. So what I might do is I might go somewhere, I might go to a search engine, for example, like Google, and I might type in a search that says, create a table in Microsoft Word. And I might go on to this option just here. In fact, before I rush into just clicking on any links, I might scroll down through the search results and see which one takes my interest. So you can see here, this one actually looks quite interesting because it is a table that I want to insert, and it's giving me some instructions straight away. So I'm just going to click on this one. Now, as you can see, what this website has done is it's actually just giving me instructions through text. Now, for me, that's not very useful because I prefer the help that's inside Microsoft Word, where it gave me a step-by-step instructions of how to insert the table, and gave me pictures as well to illustrate the buttons that I need to click on. So for me, this is a very good help. Just giving someone the text doesn't seem to help as much as giving them the text and the pictures. So I'm just going to go back. So let me have a look. Okay, so I think I might click on this top link here, Microsoft Word Lessons and Tutorials. I'll click on that one. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, right, just like the Microsoft Word help that we looked at earlier, this has got some nice step-by-step instructions with pictures to illustrate what I need to do. But can anyone spot the problem with this help tutorial? That's right, this help tutorial does not show me how to solve the problem in my version of Microsoft Word. You can clearly see that the version used here is an old version of Microsoft Word, and I have a new version of Microsoft Word. So, although that is some very good and clear instructions with step-by-step text and pictures to illustrate what I need to do, it's not actually the right version of Microsoft Word that I want help for. So I might go back and continue through my search. This one looks very interesting. And you can see here, this one is actually from the Microsoft website. So maybe I should have clicked on that one first because it was going to be a reliable help resource, because it's Microsoft product that I'm using, and this is from the Microsoft website. Here we go. So what do I want to do? I want to create a custom table. So if I click on that, and you can see what it's done here on the website is give me exactly the same help advice that I got when I used the help feature inside Microsoft Word. It's given me some clear step-by-step instructions using text, and then it's giving me some pictures to illustrate. So the wording's not exactly the same, but you can see that it's taking me through similar steps to that which was in the software. And again, it's done it very clearly, very concise by numbering the steps and giving me a picture to illustrate what I need to do. However, another method that you might use, and this is my favorite method for getting help, is to access a website called YouTube. Now what YouTube does is it doesn't just give me text and pictures to illustrate what I need to do to solve a problem. If I type in here a search that I want to do, so create a table in Microsoft Word, it came up with many results for that, and I found this very helpful one called How to Make a Table in Word. And I've just skipped through a bit of the introduction for this video, but you can see here, if I listen and watch carefully, just make sure the volume's up.
All we're going to do is insert a table here. To do so, go to the Insert tab at the top and click on Table. This brings up the Insert Table interface. It lets you choose how large of a table that you want to create. As you can see, if I scroll down here, I can create a table that is a lot of rows and a lot of columns. They're kind of highlighting as I move my mouse over them. I'm just going to create a real simple table. Let's say a 2 by 2. I'm just going to highlight the top 2 rows and cells and click there. Now,
as you can see, this way of receiving help gives me not only the visual step-by-step instructions that I need to go through to solve a problem, but there's also audio on top of that where there's a man speaking telling me what I need to do in order to solve my problem. So for me, this is a very helpful resource for receiving help and guidance on how to solve a problem when using a computer. Now, with all those different ways to receive help, this unit that you're going to complete now is about you creating help resources to help someone else with a particular problem that they might have when using a computer piece of software. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to generate ideas amongst yourself about the types of problems that you've come across when using computer software, and then you're going to choose a problem and you're going to create a resource, step-by-step guidance on how to solve that problem. And then towards the end of the unit, you're going to do what this man has done here, and you are going to create a video screencast of how to solve a problem using a piece of computer software, and then you potentially might be able to upload that to YouTube as well to help other people. So that's the idea of this unit. Hopefully you've had a think about how we receive help when using computers, how we might present that help to somebody, whether it's through text, pictures, video, audio, and hopefully you now understand the unit, which is you are going to create a help resource that will help someone solve a problem when using computer software. Okay, good luck.